Welcome back to Stacked, where we just keep hitting you exactly where you need it. Today, we're going to talk about how your website isn't a brochure, it should be a system, and why redesigning your site might be the smartest money move you make this year. If your website just tells people what you do, you are wasting its potential. Today, your website should work, as in it should capture leads, book calls, qualify buyers, and drive sales. So if you've been dragging your feet on redesigning your site because it's quote unquote not the right time or quote unquote too expensive, let me stop you right there. In this episode of Stacked, I'm breaking down why your website is more than a page, it's a system, and redesigning it could be the single best investment you make. Let's be blunt, most websites don't convert. They either talk too much, they hide the call to action, they assume that the visitor already trusts you, or they don't connect to anything on the back end. So it's just a pretty page. It's a digital business card, but you're not looking to be remembered, you are looking to get booked. If your site isn't capturing emails, booking appointments, delivering lead magnets, qualifying leads, and syncing with your CRM, it is dead weight dragging you down. You're sending traffic to a place that's not doing its job. Imagine if you had someone on your team who spoke to the ideal client 24/7, delivered your pitch perfectly, answered frequently asked questions instantly, collected their info and followed up, and even booked a time on your calendar. That's what a great website does automatically without your additional constant input. When it's designed intentionally, your website becomes your best salesperson that never gets tired, is always on message and on brand tone, and is always working to push you forward. Redesigning isn't about prettier, it's about profitability. Here's what every solopreneur site should include and should automate. 1, above the fold call to action. That can be something like book a call, download a guide, see my rates, unlock pricing, something like that. 2, lead magnet form connected to your CRM, which is just a customer relationship manager, and it dumps them directly into a nurture or intro sequence that explains who you are and builds trust with the customer. 3, segmented buttons, I'm looking for versus I'm ready to buy. 4, client onboarding steps, right from the website. Tell them exactly what it looks like to work with you. 5, live chat or bot, filter and redirect people based on intent. And this is your AI employee who's always there having your back, stays on brand message, and can sound just like a real human, but you can still tell the customer it's a bot. If full transparency is your goal, 100% we do the same thing. 6, testimonial or result loops. This builds immediate trust. It shows them this, I don't just say that I'm awesome. Here's all the other people who also say that I'm awesome. And then 7, pipeline tags and triggers. So these are Dallowry Flow Ready integrations. Depending on which contact form a lead fills out for us, it tags the customer differently and it responds differently because we realize that the contact form or the survey or the quiz they're taking, that is completely different from the general one, especially if they're asking for a specific guide or a specific setup that we have. We want to make sure that we respond appropriately. Now this is no longer about design, it's about flow. Now, design matters, and we love a beautiful site, but flow matters more, and readability matters more. We see so many websites nowadays that are not compliant for any kind of handicap, which a lot of people don't think about. But you need to have color schemes that are easy to read. You also need to have GDPR compliant fonts so that people who are blind have their software that reads the website to them, that software can read your font. It needs to have pictures, but not so many pictures that it doesn't talk about what you do, especially for those handicapped viewers. Here's the math. If your new site books 2 extra calls per month, converts one of them into a $1,500 client, automates the lead and follow-up, you've more than paid for the redesign just in a matter of a few months. And every lead after that is compounding ROI. We also speak with a lot of clients who don't have direct access to their website. They work with somebody and they have no idea where it's being hosted, which makes them updating any information super difficult. As the owner of your website, you need to have direct access to it. Even if you never plan on updating the website yourself, You need to be the owner of the domain. You need to be the owner of the platform it's being hosted on, so that if anything should happen to the person who's hosting your website, you still have access to it. So when people say, I can't afford a redesign, what they really are saying is, I'm okay losing sales with every click. Or at least that's what I hear. You don't necessarily need more traffic. You need to convert the traffic you already have. Your website should not just be sitting there. It should be selling. If yours isn't doing that, or if you don't even know if it is, it's time to rethink your current strategy. A redesign isn't cosmetic, it's critical. If you want help turning your website into a system that drives revenue while you sleep, head to DallowryFlow.io and we'll make sure every click counts. Thanks for listening to Stacked, where we automate, elevate, and repeat.